Welcome back to NASCAR on Fox, where next weekend on Fox Sports Net, you'll see Winston Cup qualifying on FX, the Busch Series. And NASCAR Happy Hour for the Winston Cup cars on FX Saturday. Then next Sunday, NASCAR This Morning on Fox Sports Net. The Winston Cup race from The Rock on Fox. And NASCAR Victory Lane every Sunday night at 9 p.m. on Fox Sports Net. Your new home for NASCAR. Look at the lead changes in this race as Earnhardt tries to make it another one. So far in this speed week, 45 lead changes among Winston Cup cars on the track racing. Last year in all of speed week, only 14.
I was here one time. I had a car in 1988. It was so fast that nobody could pass it. Earnhart to get up behind me like he is right now. I'd look back and his hands would be smoking. There'd be smoke coming off that steering wheel. His eyes would be about as big as a pair of binoculars. His teeth would be showing. That's incentive to keep out front.
That's that look right now that he's giving Sterling Marlin.
And here's all I could hear.
So you move Earnhardt, put on Mike Skinner.
Inside. Inside.
That's called the...
on your back. Watch your back.
That's Skinner spotter telling him inside. The black car is inside.
That's called a passing signal.
Dick Berggren.
Mike Skinner and Dale Earnhardt traditionally, although they're partners, teammates, don't ordinarily work very well together on the racetrack. This Speed Weeks has been different than any we've seen before. They've spent a lot of time in the garage area talking back and forth, crew chiefs talking back and forth. We've seen them working better together on the racetrack than before. That could pay big dividends when this thing gets down to the end. Look at Earnhardt.
Right down to the apron to take the lead.
With Jeff Gordon pushing him in the 24 car and Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the red car, the 8 car pushing with him.
Darrell, he was down there in the Bermuda Triangle for a while.
I'll tell you one thing. I've been out there when there were 2 Earnhardts there, and I've been out there long before now when I thought there was more than one Earnhardt on the track. I can tell you that.
Earnhardt has now led in 19 of his 23 Daytona 500 starts. Jeff Hammond.
Mike, earlier today, I was talking to Earnhardt's crew chief, and he told me then that he thought just like the 125, if they could get their car to the front, that they could comfortably lead this pack around here today.
I don't think he'll stay there very long. That 40 car did not like what happened to him.
Chevy, Dodge. We're going to play dodgeball here as Marlin comes up behind Earnhardt.
And he did it by himself without no help.
Yeah, that 40 car, Sterling Marlin. Trouble up here in turn 3 and 4.
2 cars slide up against the wall and then get free.
Something happened to that...
It's Rusty Wallace in the 2 car.
I believe he's got a right
in the 5.
I think he's got a right front down. He's trying to get to pit road.
And he will without incident. We will stay green.
Locking up the right front.
First pit stop of the day, unscheduled for Rusty Wallace. Right front tire, flat. Steve Burns.
And Rusty Wallace off pit road. Smoke coming from the right front of that number 2 car. We understand he may have come down pit road too fast. Over 18 coming into the Daytona 500. 15-second penalty for Rusty Wallace.
He's going to go a lap down with that.
15 seconds here. That's from here to eternity.
Especially while they're out there under green. They're coming off 4 now, so he's definitely going to go 1 lap down, but you can't run faster than 55 miles an hour. And here they go by him right there, so he is 1 lap down, just 29 laps into this Daytona 500.
But Larry, the good news is if he can get up to speed, he can catch onto the back of this car, this big draft right here, and if things work out for him, it's an early pit stop, but he can stay out longer than anybody else now.
I'm glad as my driver, you feeling that way. We make this lap back up.
It's the Daytona 500. Don't let me down now, baby. Keep me pumped up.
But that's a tall order because with the tall gear these cars run, it takes them more than a full lap to get up to full speed.
Well, you saw he came out right there with them, and they're just, kind of blowing by him there, but he's got some cars to draft off of. I don't know if he got into the fence or not, or if he got in that car beside him. They made some contact look like.
And there's the damage to the tire, the inside of the right front on Rusty Wallace's car. Jeff?
Mike, right now this is where Robin Pemberton is trying to get control of his driver once again and let him know that, hey, it's a long, long way before the end of this thing. Get caught back up. Everybody's got to make a pit stop and start cycling through. He still is not out of this race technically yet. He's probably trying to remotivate him.
Steve?
And interesting, several members of other teams, Dale Jarrett's team, Mike Skinner's team, the 28 crew members down here, they're all looking at the tire. They want to know if there is a problem here on this tire. 5 different teams down here looking.
Listen, here's the Rusty Wallace is notorious for this. Low air pressure and too much camber. Too much camber with the radial tire. That inside edge will dig like a knife. So what you try to do is you run that thing as much camber on the inside that you can, but it destroys the sidewall of the tire. Low air pressure, too much camber. Here's what I'm talking about. This is an adjustment that they should have made. Larry, you explain the camber.
Well, camber is how much the front tire is leaned in at the top. And the problem is right in here, that's on the inside edge all the way down the straightaway. It's what we call the footprint. It's running on the inside edge. But what you want to try to get is that full footprint in the corner on the ground, and that makes that car go through the corner because the whole tire is gripping the racetrack.
Now, how do we fix that? Just a simple little adjustment.
Put that spacer in there and lean that tire in there. But again, with these long straightaways, you can run on it inside too much, and that's what eats it up.
And as we said, there's the tire. It says it's cut, and it is, but it's cut over in the side there where they got it covered up.
Dale Earnhardt, Ward Burton, Mike Skinner, and Ron Hornaday has fought his way back to the front 4, driving for A.J. Foyt. 32 of 200 laps complete, and Earnhardt is out in front. You're watching NASCAR on Fox.